Hello, and thank you for being here. Before I go forward, I'd like to say I am sorry for everyone experiencing suffering from these plane crashes and also what's going on in the economy. I'm really sorry for all of the pain. I am Patricia. I am a vibrational practitioner, Reiki master, reconnective healer, storyteller, poet, and visual artist working in the mediums I am called to. I am a descendant of March Panel. I honor and acknowledge the Miyamayaki, Lenape, Bodwe Wadmik, and Saawanwa peoples on whose ancestral lands I reside. What a roller coaster DT has created in this world. I wish that it was possible for him to understand that chaos does not equal leadership or respect, and also it doesn't equal power. I had been working on a hyena story, which some people call it a fork in the road story, which I thought was important for right now. And then last night I dreamed this story. And the story that I dreamed, I am titling, Have You Had Enough Yet? And so I'm going to tell you the story that I dreamed last night. DT and EM were standing beside big piles of green stuff. At first I thought all that green stuff was money, but when I really took a closer look, I realized that all that green represented people. Well, they were reaching in and they were grabbing chunks of all this green stuff and throwing it at one another. And the pile was shifting and changing, and so they were just throwing and throwing this back and forth, and I had no idea what any of this meant. And it was, okay, it's like I'm saying it was DT and EM, and it was these shapes with their faces in my dream. Well, out of the shadows, a small figure stepped, and this figure was wearing the face of a woman named Jessica Denson. And she yelled out to the group of people. She says, "Have you had enough yet?" At that point, everything stopped and it all dissolved away. And I found myself wondering, wow, what is going on in the world enough for me to be dreaming about, someone whom I really don't know and I only see. Anyway, so I found myself thinking that this is the dream, this is the story. So I knew then that this was the story that I would be sharing today rather than the fork in the road hyena story. I hope that you enjoy it, and I am going to follow it by reading from I'm going to do one angel card pull, and then I'm going to also do pull one card from the oracle, and each of these will be with the intention of pulling a card that is beneficial to our collective uplift. Well, thank you guys for listening, and I hope that you hang on and enjoy what cards are pulled. Okay. I do not have a camera set up to show you the cards as I am working with them. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and you can hear them, you can see them here in my hands, and so I'll do some like this. And I am thinking, okay, well, before I go forward, I want you to know that I am seeking uplifting energy here. And I know that I am only calling in the good. And so whatever comes, may these angel cards here, the ones I'm shuffling right now, may we receive a blessing in this day. And whatever card we receive, it will be a blessing. It may be work to do, but that's okay. And so here we are, and the card on top is, this is a really, I think, a really great card. I'm going to turn it around. This is the card for today. It is the Angel of Birth. And the Angel of Birth says, I am being born each moment to the newness in my life. When a cycle is complete, it holds within it the time to welcome birth. Birth is the moment of transition that precedes a great revelation. All that has been born is full of freshness, novelty, and innocence. Nothing is more important than the birth of love in our hearts. I think that's very important for right now, considering the divisiveness that's been going on here in this country, coming from, a lot of it coming from the administration, and, as a result of the vote. But in our hearts, I want to believe that Americans are really kind, loving beings, and that people, all of us, or most of us, are capable of having respect and consideration for one another and building a unified nation with the Constitution in mind. Well, I'm going to now look at a Goddess Oracle card. The Oracle cards and the Angel card that I am looking at, I have had for many, many years. I've been appreciating cards of Oracle, Tarot, runes, all kinds of things like that since the 70s. And so I have a small collection of things that I enjoy. And so the one that I'm going to be pulling a card from is called the Goddess Oracle. Now I'm going to shuffle it and see what the Goddess Oracle has to say for us here in this world. Something to help us to uplift our hearts, our minds, our spirits, whatever it is we're needing, wanting, desiring to be uplifted. May the card that comes be an uplift to us all. Thank you. And I've taken the top card here, and our card is Hestia, and Hestia is for hearth and home. Now, I'm going to get the book, and I will read what it says about Hestia. The Hestia card. Hestia, hearth, home. I am what's at the core, the indescribable, the elusive, the living presence that inhabits and transforms a building, a dwelling, an edifice, taking it from the realm of marble, stone, or wood, and with its hearth fire lit, making it a home. The meaning of the Hestia card is that Hestia has come to ask you to tend your hearth fire in your life and tell you it is time to focus on your home. In this case, it is to focus on our country, which is our national home. Whether you are living alone, with your family, or with friends, it is time to make your home a priority. Perhaps you are living in a house that is not your home, or with people you don't want to live with. Perhaps your home is filled with so many others that you have no space for your own. Perhaps your life is such a busy whirlwind that your dwelling is not your home, merely a place to change clothes and sleep. Now is the time to come home. Hestia says that wholeness is nurtured when you learn to come home to yourself and then to create the appropriate physical manifestation, a home that will nurture you. And that is where we are as a country. We are making the decisions about the kind of home that we want to have, the kind of home that we want to be our foundation and support and to nurture us and the next 7 generations and future generations beyond that even. So, everybody, let's put a lot of love on our home. Let's see the world that we want to create. Envisioning the world that we want is the beginning of moving towards having this healthy hearth and healthy home. Going forward, we get to choose whether we are going to create a country of fear and divisiveness or a country where we feel we can all work together to uplift one another. We get to choose, and I support us choosing uplift. I love you guys, whoever you are, wherever you are, because we're all in this all together. Everything that I have said and presented here is for entertainment purposes only. I do hope that you have been entertained, and I hope that you will hit the thumbs up button, and if you're not already subscribed, I would appreciate you subscribing to me. Thank you. Bye.